Hey guys, a slightly different video from my other ones, but not to worry, we still have a couple of flashlights here. Basically, I've put together this emergency EDC or just a general EDC pack that I think would be really useful for a lot of you out here who are looking to just have something on the go, ready on the side to just pick up, put on your belt. I think this is a fantastic little setup that I have here, and I've been dealing with Nextorch, working with them for quite some time now. I absolutely love their products, the quality, the overall machining, and the functionality, the tactical functionality of their lights. Nextorch prioritize the tactical functionality in all of their products, and that's something I find quite unique. So let's have a look at what I've got here. So probably start with this one here. It's sort of separate. This is the Nextorch UT111C. And let's get the camera to focus first, but this is a nice little clip light that I think is really versatile. This clip here on the back allows you to clip it onto a hat, clip it onto your belt, okay? And the great thing is that even if you clip it on anywhere, you can swivel that light 180 degrees. You can clip it onto your bag as well. We have a bag strap here, for example, and just be able to swivel that light around. It's got a nice cob LED here on the front, and it's got some emergency beacons here as well, red and blue LEDs that flash. Okay, just kind of hold it down, and that allows you to get some attention if you're in some trouble, or if you want to make sure people avoid an obstacle. Stick it on the back of your car, or probably not on the freeway or on the highway, but you know, if you've broken down and you've got nothing else to use. But you've also got these nice little this section in the middle, low and high mode. And why do I like this one? Because it's just so small. If you compare it to a lot of those headlamps out there, probably you can go to those AA headlamps, which are a little bit smaller, but something like this fits on your hat just so easily. Just clip it on. It's very cost effective as well compared to a lot of headlamp options out there. Simple to use UI. And this swivel function, I love that swivel function as well. You don't often see that on a lot of headlamps for some reason. I don't know why, but I tend to use that swivel function very often when I'm out working. I use this light and I'm taking beam shots, making videos at night, and that swivel function is, I mean, it's just gold, so I can focus that light further down rather than actually moving my head or sort of getting into an awkward position. And the clip has a couple of these cool little indents here, little bits that stick out on the inside, which trap the whatever you've got in there, so that it's hard to pull out. So you're definitely not going to lose it in an instant. USB-C charging. I think a headlamp or something like a hands-free light is essential in an emergency kit, EDC kit. Moving on, next I've got this light here. One of my favorite Nextorch lights. It's the Nextorch TA30C. Beautiful light, 18650 cell. And you know, you see underneath the hood here, you've got an SST40 emitter with a smooth reflector. This maximizes the amount of throw. Okay, Nextorch normally use a lot of orange peel reflectors in their light, but this one uses that nice smooth reflector, but still manages to get a even beam with no ringiness, artifacts, or anything like that. You've also got these glass breaking beads here, ceramic glass breaking beads, titanium bezel. It's very sturdy, and no onboard charging. You've got to take the battery out and charge it separately. And I prefer that in a serious tactical flashlight, because if you have a section here, you know, that's just another point of weakness that if you drop it, you could break the charging port. If you put it in water, you get water going into the light and damaging it. So I do prefer that there is no charging port on these serious tactical lights. And I mean, the quality of the finish and the build is, I mean, it's just amazing. Smooth, but it's matte black. Got this matte black finish, a little bit of knurling there, but I love the anodizing on Nextorch lights. They are surprisingly grippy. Much more grippier than a lot of my other tactical flashlights out there, such as Phoenix. They use a very slippery material. On the tail cap here, you have some special features as well. So half press to get you to turbo, or the highest mode essentially. Okay, so you've got one step access to the highest mode. If you press all the way down, it goes straight into strobe. Such a simple UI there, and I think that's essential again when you're in a situation where you have to pull out that light and use it very quickly, either to access that highest mode or to, in self-defense, in that strobe mode. I mean, it's just like that. Less than a second to turn it on. You know, you've got these other sections here as well. This allows you to have that light on constant output. So that's a lower mode, which makes the light very useful for situations where you may be in a tent or you're just outside or in the car looking for something. You don't have to blast that highest mode there, which reminds me as well, when you're in any of these other modes, you can half press and full press to access that same high mode and that strobe mode. So essential. Perhaps you're just using it and then you suddenly have to switch into the highest mode. Okay, you rotate this switch. Okay, that just brings it back to tactical mode, the initial mode. Okay, 1, 2, 3, just ramps it up, and then you got constant strobe. Cool thing as well is that this is a battery indicator on the back. So whenever you turn on the light, put it on one of those modes and turn it back, it will display blue, flashy blue, or red for the battery level in there. I think that's really important. Also takes primary cells, so you can put in 2 CR123 cells in here. And again, that is another essential feature that I look for in a tactical flashlight, to be able to use primaries, because there might be a point where you're not going to be able to charge this battery in there. So you can carry along a pack of spares, just put them in the light, no issues at all. This clip as well, I love the design of this clip because it's underneath the tail cap. So if you pull it, there's still a physical barrier. So you're not going to accidentally get it caught and tugged off the belt or something like that. Not seeing too many lights with this type of function. They just tend to have the friction clip, but then nothing covering it. Whereas this has this friction clip with the tail cap on there as well. The TA30C also comes with this optional accessory. It's basically called the FR1 Tactical Ring. Basically unscrew the tail cap, slide it in, screw it back in. Very sturdy. It allows you to just hold on to the light in this sort of manner so it doesn't slip off, which means you can use your other fingers to do other things. You can also put this right into your pocket, have that ring sticking out your pocket, and then be able to quickly grab the light out in an instant. It's all from one shop. All these different accessories and everything all in one. I'll just show you the inside of the light quickly. This is the battery that comes with the light, 18650 cell. Comes with a USB port on there, so you charge the battery separately. Okay, does accept other 18650 cells as well. Moving on to the next item here, got the Nextorch NP20. This is a new tactical pen that I just received quite recently. And again, I mean, the finish and the quality of the machining is on par with all of the other Nextorch flashlight products. Got a tungsten steel tip here. Great for emergency situations where you have to break a window to get out of somewhere, or for self-defense as well. And I really like how this cap of the pen is actually, you have to sort of unscrew it, okay, to use the pen. It's important because if I'm using this in a situation where I'm breaking window or something, I don't want that cap to fly out or get misplaced or just get in the way. So it goes on pretty tight. Unscrew it, okay? The clip as well here is very solid, like I have to say. This is seriously quite a rigid sort of clip, almost too rigid at times. But the good thing is that it has this bent part at the edge, so you can slot that into your pocket easily. As you can see, just in this little leather pouch here, no issues getting that on. And you attach the pen lid to the back like that. Very nicely weighted. Looks super cool as well. I mean, you've got this nice skeleton design. Looks really, really unique. Just with the looks itself, I get it. And you can access the cartridge in here. This uses the same technology. It's the Schmidt Megaline P950M. It's an air pressurized canister. Uses the same technology as the space pens. So you can write upside down in zero gravity. Not that you're going to ever be in that situation. But it also takes any other G2 refills that you can find easily from your normal office supply store. But it's nicely weighted. Certainly when you're writing, you know, Nextorch have thought about the comfort, the ease of use as well. Finally, we have got this here. This is the Nextorch MT10. And you can see my version actually says Nextool Flagship Pro. Nextool is the sister company of Nextorch, but this is the exact same product. They just rebadge it as Nextorch MT10. And I believe it comes in black through Nextorch. And this is a really, really cool multi-tool. It's the main one that I actually use around the house. The reason why is because all the main tools accessed, pretty much everything can be accessed from the outside of the tool. So for example, here, you pull this out, and I mean, have you ever seen a pair of scissors this large on a tool? I certainly haven't. And the scissors, they tend to be a tool that I use quite often. So got some, you know, proper scissors in there, not those little ones that you can maybe cut a twig or a leaf or something like that with. This is, you're going to be able to, might even be able to give yourself a haircut with this, okay? And this design as well that just sort of unlatches out. It's just, it feels so comfortable to use, okay? You've got these other tools here. You've got a wood saw, locks as well, okay? You've got to press this and push in to lock the blade back in there. Same with this one here. Sheep's foot blade. Okay. Also got a ruler on the outside here. Goes up to about 3 inches, 7 centimeters here. Nice little clip as well. You can clip onto the edge of your pocket. Solid stainless steel clip. And of course, all these little tools here that you can, again, access from the outside of it. Bottle opener. Flathead screwdriver. You've got this one here. It's a cutting hook and a Phillips head screwdriver. And this one here, can opener, bottle opener. I think that's a wire stripper in the center as well. And you can see just how easy it is to access and open those tools from the outside. Now, one last surprise, if you crack open the entire tool, you have a full pair of needle nose and regular pliers. And got an area here. There's a wire crimper just underneath the head. And here there are 2 areas that you can cut wire. So there's just a hardened area at the back for cutting really, really tough wire. And then this normal part on the front. Okay, these are replaceable as well. So you can actually even take them out and potentially sharpen them as well. But mainly for replacement if they break. So, awesome little multi-tool. The Nextorch MT10. This is just a little pouch that I got from a company here in Australia called RMK Leatherworks. And you probably have something similar in America or in the UK if you're watching from there. And this just kind of brings it all together. A nice rustic look. It's a product that you can use for pretty much a lifetime if you look after it. And having everything all in one place, slotting it all in, I mean, it's fantastic. Okay. But that's about it for this little video. I think these four are probably, if I were to choose, the 4 products from Nextorch, essential products to put together if you're looking to make some kind of EDC collection, EDC set. If you're interested in getting this set, check down in the video description. I've listed all of these products. You can get them for a special discount through my link. If you enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful as well, do me a favor and click the like button. It just helps me to get the video out to more people, and it doesn't cost you anything. And finally, if you want to see more videos, more reviews on updated EDC and flashlight products, make sure you subscribe.